Welcome to the module Courageous Self-Talk. In this module, you will learn how to recognize your inner voice as it tracks the events of your past and future, even as it narrates the present. You'll develop greater skill in observing your thoughts and recognize when the messages are of benefit or if they've hijacked your vision as you design the life you love. As human beings, we spend a great deal of time in our mind. The lessons in this module will help you understand the benefits of self-talk, as well as the times when the constant chatter overtakes us and leads to self-sabotaging words and actions. The goal is to be aware of the times in which our helpful self becomes our destructive self and weakens our ability to be strong and courageous. You'll learn how habits like rumination and worry can be transformed into curiosity and creativity through specific, powerful techniques. So why do we talk to ourselves? Well, as intelligent beings who lived in groups from early on, we learned to speak as a clearer, more effective way to communicate. That led to our own inner narrator speaking to us and giving us a rundown on our reality. According to psychologist Ethan Kross and his research, we talk to ourselves for several reasons, including being able to process the past and make sense of things that have already happened, or we make plans and contingencies for the future as we write the story of our lives, evaluate our progress, and run mental simulations. What's not known by most people is that the inner voice speaks much faster than the spoken word. We are consciously aware of only a small amount of it, and certain words and phrases will pop into our conscious thoughts during moments that trigger the past, or experiences that grab our attention, or when there's information we wish to store for future use. We first heard many of the messages we repeat today in our thoughts from the significant people in our lives, like family, teachers, and other adults, until finally we adapt them to sound just like our current inner voice. Thanks to our inner voice, we can do things like hold information in our mind or reflect on our decisions, control our emotions, simulate alternative futures, or reminisce about the past, while we keep track of our goals and update the personal narratives that tell us who we are. Our emotional brain processes experiences rapidly, deciding if what we're experiencing needs our attention. But as I said, it's so fast that we can't always put words to it that make sense in our communication with others. That's why it's so important to introduce you to the language of courageous women. The ability to slow things down and put words to our emotions allows us to recognize, analyze, and most importantly, change the messages coming into our brain, as well as the outgoing responses to what we experience in life. As part of the lessons in this module, you'll learn the vocabulary of your emotions through the mood meter and be able to express them with greater detail and specificity. Like learning to play a musical instrument or any new skill, you have to start with the basics and then learn to express yourself with more complexity and nuance, making the meaning of your experiences more clear to anyone willing to listen. Maybe you've been wondering how my self-talk can go from scared to sacred and back again so often throughout an average day. And how is it possible to spend more time in courageous, sacred self-talk? Well, it starts with understanding your beliefs and their ability to either limit you in your life or empower you. This will be an important part of your exploration into the reason why our inner experiences, narrated by our self-talk, have so much more of an impact on the quality of our lives than what is actually happening to us. Our inner reality shapes our outer experiences. It's that powerful. Once you're more aware of your inner voice and where it gets its powerful words, you can courageously and consciously decide to shift the way you think and control the conversations you have with yourself and others. You'll learn to replace negative scared talk with positive sacred talk as you rewrite false statements to ones you know to be true, and through a very powerful daily gratitude practice in your journal. And in this module, you'll be introduced to the brilliant work of psychologist and neuroscientist Ethan Kross and his book Chatter. His tools for healthy chatter incorporated into a courageous life lesson for you allows you to practice showing compassion and kindness for yourself as you design the life you love. So remember, take the time you need to absorb each of these powerful lessons, and don't worry about coming up with the right answers. Each time you tap into your values and treat them with the respect they deserve, you'll discover what it is about your current life that is out of alignment, and what actions you'll need to take to feel at peace. And when you're ready, and with your best efforts flowing from your heart, please share with me or the group what you've learned while exploring your inner voice. Enjoy.